All right, welcome back. Now, every year, Dufil Prima Foods PLC, who are the makers of Indomie noodles brand, is dedicated to the recognition of children who have, against all odds, exhibited extraordinary acts of bravery and determination in the face of danger and societal challenges. So far, 37 children have benefited from this scholarship, with more expected to emerge in this year's edition of the award. Now, preparation for this year's award, which is holding in October, will be taking place already on. And we have past winners who have shared their experiences and will still be sharing their experiences over the next few weeks. And joining us on the show this program this morning is Dufil Foods Public Relations and Events Manager, Mr. Tokwe Ashiwaju, and one of the past winners, Timilehin Daomi, who won the awards 2 years ago. Now, of course, they're going to shed some more light on these awards. Now, Indomie, thank you so much, you guys, for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
Thank you, Mr. Ashiwaju and Timilehin.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing this morning?
Fine, sir.
Now, of course, Indomie has the largest noodles factory in Nigeria.
Right.
And, of course, it produces noodles and generating direct and indirect employment for thousands of people. Talk to us about this Dufil Foods and the work and the awards that they're doing.
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, let me just say a very big thank you to TVC for inviting us here, and of course to shed more light on what we have been doing in the past. Of course, we are all aware that Dufil Prima Foods PLC, makers of Nigeria's #1 instant noodles, Indomie, we've been in existence for over 2 decades in this country. And of course, the whole idea of doing this, it's one of the biggest corporate social responsibility programs that we do every year. We saw this gap, and we felt that Nigerians really do not have any platform in which children in this particular age are celebrated. You probably find most awards that have been given in the past have been given to adults who ordinarily will expect some level of win back when things are being done. Yeah. Unlike this particular target of children who ordinarily will just do this out of their own volition without expecting that any form of award or any form of recognition will come their way. So we felt it was time for us to actually celebrate them, first and foremost to identify them, and of course celebrate them, so that the generation coming behind will see that those things are worth emulating. So in that space, we decided to play a very big role, and that is what we have done in the last 10 years. This year, we're making the 11th year that we're celebrating these children, and we just hope that, to just continue to get bigger and better. Yeah,
excellent. Now, give us a sense of what the awards look like and the criteria and how people can enter and all of that. Just give us a sense of that.
Okay, usually what happens is that, we search with the, there's a search exercise whereby people, just like we have done in the past, people are expected to send in their stories. There's a platform, we have a website for that, which is www.heroesofnigeria.com. Of course, we are expected that once you have, the categories are broken down into 3. There's the physical bravery act, the social bravery act, and of course the intellectual bravery act. And in the past, we started with the physical bravery only. And let me, for instance, you had maybe a Khalil Bala who rescued the younger sister in their own house that was burning. And of course, you had Dimba Chia, one of those boys who got on site, the DC-130 plane crash, if you remember those days, where the army generals were traveling and the plane crashed. He was one of those who got on site and ran several kilometers to rescue, in which 5 of those generals were actually rescued. Those were actually physical attributes that were done.
Physical act of bravery.
Now, yes, physical act of bravery. After a while, we got to realize that, okay, there were so many other children who were doing things worth emulating, who are doing wonderfully well, but, do not fall into this category. So the issue of social bravery came in, and of course the issue of intellectual bravery came in. So these three major categories are what we expect people who have stories or children who have done wonderfully well in these categories to submit their entries to heroesofnigeria.com website, or maybe go to dufil.com, www.dufil.com as well.
So dufil.com and heroesofnigeria.com.
Yes, those are
I think we've got a video of young Timilehin sitting with us here, and if that video is ready, we can just take it now and come back for more.
My greatest aspiration in life is to be one of the greatest engineers to make Nigerian technology advance. My name is Timilehin Daomi. I'm from Doba Group of Schools and I'm 15 years old. I'm from a family of 5. I have 2 siblings. My dad is a barrister. My mom is a full housewife.
Timilehin Daomi is an SS2 student of Doba Schools, Maya in Ikorodu, Lagos State. He lives with his parents in Ikorodu. Timilehin is naturally endowed in terms of creativity. Having discovered his avid passion for creativity from a tender age, the young prodigy stops at nothing in trying out any idea that crops up into his juvenile mind.
Timilehin Daomi has been, wonderful. Right from birth, when he was a bit younger, I have started developing, sensing some talents in him. By way, sometimes when he was small, I used to buy him toys, and he would try to, instead of him to use it, he would try to lose it and see what actually make those things work.
To date, he has made many fascinating electronic gadgets, among which are vacuum cleaners, a digital microscope, spiraling lights, power banks, a USB fan, and recently a functional radio station.
This is a collapsible bridge which can open and close. If it has opened, it is for the ship to pass on the water. Under it, as you can see, there is the water, the grass, and the main road on the water.
About 11 to 12 months ago, when we had an activity, we normally call it Invention and Creativity Day. Somebody just said, "Daddy, come and see what Timilehin has done." And before I know what is happening, I discovered that he invented a power bike. I said, "Oh yeah, come here, come and show me." So I just said, "This thing, you, Timilehin?" He said, "Yes." "How do you come about it?" He just said he just got with what do you call a straw and with battery, and he can remote control it. Say, "Wow, this is great."
Timilehin's creativity can better be appreciated by viewing his numerous works.
Amazing, amazing. We have Timilehin Daomi sitting here talking to us about, you won this award 2016, right?
Yes, sir.
How old were you when you won this award?
I was 15 years old by then.
Wow. So tell us what you did when this award came to you. What was it? What was the heroic act that you performed?
What I created is a specific invention. I created an illusion. A light illusion,
oh, right. Okay.
that deceives someone when it's on the wall. That it looks like it's going miles inside the wall, but it's just a glass. And it was created, I just put some lights in it and it was illusion. So, and this is a digital microscope. It's an hydrogen separator.
This is one of your inventions.
Yes,
here.
Sir.
This is the digital microscope.
Digital microscope. This is the hydrogen separator, which I've been talking about, that can be used to power a generator and a gas, but it's highly flammable. I won't be able to just do it.
Okay, right. So this is a hydrogen separator.
And this is a vacuum cleaner that cleans the floor.
This is the vacuum cleaner that you
Yes, sir.
developed. Okay.
And so many other things. The very first thing I created that I took to the school was a power bike that I used just a lollipop stick and the cover of Pepsi and all those things. So from there, and I started coming up with other inventions like spinning lights, December, decorative stuff. And I started creating all those things. I just like to observe my society a lot. So, and I like to solve people's problems.
Wow. I think you're absolutely amazing. We're going to talk about how you felt when you won the award, but I also want to talk to Mr. Asiwaju about the motive behind developing this award. Why did you decide that this was important?
Well, we felt that it was important because, I mean, at some point in time, we felt that the only thing that people were talking about the youth or the upcoming people in the society were probably negative things. But we felt that, I mean, we also knew that there were a lot of things that were positive about them. And we felt that if we don't begin to highlight and showcase those things, I mean, people are generally not aware of what's happening. I mean, see, for instance, what he's been doing. Some other peers of his will probably be on the street chasing drugs or maybe doing things ill to the society. But we felt that, okay, yes, it was time for other kids of his generation to actually look at what he has done and take a cue from it and say, yes, I can actually stand out from my peers. And we said, as a brand, we'll play a very active role in that. Of course, by the time Nigerians see a lot what these kids are doing, then you know that there's a better and there's a brighter future for us.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Asiwaju.
You're welcome.
And of course, Timilehin for joining us this morning. Well done, well done. All right, we have to go on a break now. It's the top of the hour, and we'll be back for more on Wake Up Nigeria.